So today in this video, we are going to talk about the PACL fraud, which is a corporate fraud and also one of the biggest chit fund scams in India. It is a classic example of Ponzi scheme. Also in this video, we will cover all the questions like what was the marketing techniques by the company, the case facts, what happened to the company afterwards, and how the investors were repaid. So stay tuned till the end of the video and I assure you won't have any question unanswered about the PACL fraud. So now what is a corporate fraud? So these are basically the illegal activities undertaken by the individual or company in order to take the advantage of others. So the company was PACL, Pearl Agrotech Corporation Limited. It was started by Nirmal Singh Bhangu in 1996. So the company basically started as a real estate development company which used to raise money from the investors on promise of fixed return to them. So the anticipated business model or the business model that they explained to their investors was first, they would collect the money from the investors. Second, they would buy a land from that money and provide a receipt to investors stating that this land has been bought from their money. Third, they would develop that land, maybe a corporate building or a flat, etc., and they would sell that developed land to offer a fixed return to their investors according to their chosen plan, be it annual return, 5 years plan, or a 10 years plan. Second option that they would give to their investors was taking up the developed land at a random location chosen by the company after the time period was over. But since people saw more profit in fixed return, they always opted for the first option, that is to take the fixed return instead of the land. But what was the actual model? Company offered regular return in starting by collecting money from the new investors and paying their old ones. No land was actually bought or developed. The receipts provided to the investors was actually fake and had no basis. They did not maintain any transparency with their investors. So, why were people blindly falling into the trap? The reason was they got their money on time. By seeing high returns, most investors did not opt out of the scheme and they stayed invested in the company. In fact, they asked their friends, relatives, and people to join the organization. PACL, in order to attract investors, also started offering them commission via MLM model. Hence, the company was advertised by the word of mouth, where people also started conducting seminars in the greed of commission. So, now let us talk about the marketing technique of the company. The first one is the word of mouth. As we talked earlier, the company was providing good profit to the investors, so investors started trusting the company. So they asked their friends, family members, and their neighbors to invest in the company as well and to gain pretty good profits. Then is the seminar conduction by the MLM coaches for commission. PACL was also one of the lead sponsors of Kings 11 Punjab. PACL also sponsored some kabaddi tournaments for few years. PACL owned a channel, P7 News, where the company's name was highly promoted. In 2011, PACL roped in Australian pacer Brett Lee to promote its Australian hotels. So let's catch up on the key elements where the company did wrong to the investors. The receipts that they provided on the investment was just the piece of paper. There was no transparency that was maintained in buying the land. Actually, no real land was bought for the investors. The company used new investments to pay the old investors. Other reasons that helped in smoothen the function of company were the blind eye of the investors. Second, there was no rules at place at that time, so the loopholes in the government laws and court taking time to pass the judgment. Also, I would like to mention that Nirmal Singh wasn't new to run-ins with the regulators. He had set up a company named Pearl Golden Forest (PGF) in 1982, one of those companies that collected money from investors for plantation and just like PACL offered handsome returns. Checking on the case facts, it was found that PACL served for 18 years, where 5.8 crore people were affected from the scheme, and a total of 49.1 thousand crore rupees was stolen by the company. What happened to the company after 18 years? Just like how every Ponzi scheme ends, PACL followed the same fate. It ran out of investments. Hence, it could not pay the old ones. The case came into the notice of SEBI in 2014. SEBI won the case against the company, and the Supreme Court asked the company to return the money to the investors and initiated a proceeding against the company and its promoters for the unfair trade practices and violating the regulations on collective investment schemes. It also barred the company from raising any more money. But the company did not have enough money to pay out all the investors. So the government attached all the property of the organization to sell them to gain the profits. This is the website sebipaclrefund.co.in, created under the Supreme Court order by SEBI, where the one who lost their money in the scheme can ask for the refund. Here you can find the information regarding the committee that is formed by SEBI for the purpose, and it says it is only for investors of PACL having claim amount up to 10,000. Till date, around 10.7 lakh investors have been paid. So at present, the window is closed. The website is also provided with the inquiry and FAQ column for the visitors' convenience. If you like the content, do appreciate us by liking, sharing, and commenting on the video, and do subscribe the channel for more education videos like these.